Welcome back to another quick bite of Acumatica brought to you by Innovative Cloud Solutions. My name is Elise Rodriguez, and today we're going to be taking a look at the reclassification feature within Acumatica. This is a really nice way to shortcut when you need to reclassify transactions in Acumatica, and I think you're really going to enjoy this one. So starting from the journal transactions screen, you're going to go ahead and select a journal entry. So I'm going to select this one, and it's been posted. So let's imagine that we posted this transaction and now we realize that something went wrong. We went to the wrong account or wrong branch or even company or sub-account, and now we need to reclassify them. So of course I could reverse the transaction and then, re-enter or copy paste in the original and make the changes. But we're in Acumatica and we have the reclassification feature, so that's what we're going to use. So starting here at the 3 ellipses followed by clicking on Reclassify, the system will pull the reclassified transactions and show me the modifiable rows. So I can go in here and I can modify the to branch, the to account, the sub account, and even the date if I needed to. So if the original periods are closed and I need to put in a new date, I can do that as well. I can also split a transaction by clicking split. So let's say that $1,000 here was supposed to actually be split to multiple accounts. I hit split, and then it's going to create an extra row for me, and I can take this row and put some figure in here, and it's going to designate the additional or remainder $300 into the original line for me there. But since this was a one-off kind of example we just did to the GL transaction, if I process that, it would make a new journal entry for me to reflect the changes. But I'm going to demonstrate that en masse and make an assumption that we have a bunch of transactions that went wrong to a branch or sub-account, and now we need to make changes. And I don't want to do them one at a time. So I'm going to hit the load button, and I'm going to give this form my criteria, and it's going to filter for which transactions I need to possibly look at and reclassify. And you can specify the account, the sub-account, the period, date range, module, batch number, period. You have so many ways to filter. So let me go ahead and just fill in this example here. We'll use our 63,000 account, and I'm going to just insert this date range. Let me broaden it up a bit and use the whole year. So now I'm going to reload, and it's going to wipe the original transactions I had on my screen, and it's going to put in every transaction that meets the criteria I put there. So everything that's that particular branch and is that particular account number, and everything that falls into the date range that I specified as well. So now let's suppose that I realized these were all supposed to go to a different branch. So I could use this replace button, and I can say replace, and I'm gonna send everything from the QP branch to the Serve East branch, and I'll say replace. So now what it's done is in the to branch column, it's put Serve East in and checked all these rows. Okay, so I could have come in and done them one off, but I wanted to show the power of the replace feature and what it's going to do. When I process this, it's going to create journal transactions for me now because I have different dates and periods, and these cross and I didn't change them. And if I wanted to do everything to the current period, because these are closed, I could have specified that in the replace screen, but I'm going to just let it stick with the original and process this here. So everything is processed, and here are the journal entries that it created. So if we take a look and drill down on one of these, you'll see that it created the entry to move the amounts from the QP branch to the Serve East branch. So it just got moved, and this was my January entry. And then you'll notice that the type is reclassification. So I will always have that stamp. And I could look at the entry and say, oh, that was a reclassification. But I also have stamped on here what the original batch was, so I can reference back to the original entry that got reclassified. We can see that it's going to show me the original entry that the reclassification took care of. And we could also see that I'm going to have a warning sign that lets me know this is a reclassified batch, and there's going to be a warning sign associated with the row that was reclassified. So you have kind of a two-way pointer to point you to and from the original batch and the reclassification or reclassified batch that was done for you. So a really nice built-in feature that Acumatica gives you there.